Wednesday, YouTube Coven. Welcome back to the mat and welcome to day 18 of our Wake the Witch challenge. In today's practice, Hocus Pocus, we are going to find a lot of fun on the mat, a lot of lower body strength and work towards the peak pose of half moon pose. So the title has nothing to do with the practice today. It is simply just a reminder of one of the greatest films ever made, obviously, and two, that every time you step on the mat, it doesn't have to be serious. You do not have to do the exact same flow to the most perfect alignment ever for 1 hour a day. Sometimes you can just step on the mat and have a whole bunch of fun. Just let loose, just laugh, and dedicate 20 minutes to your mind, to your body, to your soul. So today's practice, like I said, is working towards the peak pose of half moon pose, and we are just going to let go, have a little bit of fun on our Wake the Witch journey. So to begin with, darlings, you're going to come in to a tabletop position, stacking shoulders just above the wrists. And from here, we're going to walk those knees wider than hips width apart, starting to take some wide-legged cat-cow. We inhale to drop the chest, arch the spine. Please go away, Luna. And on your exhale, just keep taking your cat-cow stretches. Inhale to drop the chest. Exhale to curve. Remembering at not any point is any of this staged. I would do anything for her to leave me alone while I film. Loops. So keep taking your cat-cow stretches here. Breathe in through the nose and out. Beautiful. Maybe starting to find a little bit of freedom, of wiggles here, some circles, some waves, anything at all. Before we start to explore a modified half moon pose, which is by gently bringing the knees to touch, bring the feet to touch. From here, we tuck right toes under, avoiding all animals. We extend the left leg behind us. Now we want to bring the last rib in, sometimes find some strength in that core and extend the left leg behind us, flex into the foot. Inhale. On your exhale, with control, we pivot right foot to the right hand side. Keep that left leg stacked alongside that hip and pull the left arm all the way to the sky. Tucking that last rib in so we don't find a back bend. We hold for 5, 4, 3, keep breathing, for 2, and 1. Left hand down to the mat. Gently pivot into a little bit of strength here as we inhale. Exhale, left knee down. Pivot left toes, left hand side as you extend the right leg, bringing it into alignment with that hip and pull the right arm directly to the sky. Tucking that last rib in, find your strength, holding 5, 4, 3, 2, on your 1, right hand comes down to the mat, gently pivot on the left knee, keep that right foot flexed behind you as you move in to a 3-legged down dog, aligning those hips. Inhale, exhale, stack the hips. So right hip starts to stack on left, maybe stacking so much you move on to the right fingertips, holding here for 3, for 2, and 1. Draw knee to the chest, step between the thumbs. I smacked my toe there. Step between the thumbs. Gently from here, we inhale, pull the arms to the sky. Exhale, pivot back foot with the back of the mat, roll in to warrior 2. So squaring the hips and the chest off with the side of the mat. Inhale. Exhale, extend front leg. Right hand slides down right leg. Keep that top hip lifted, coming in to Trikonasana pose. Straight away from Trikonasana pose, we're going to bend into that front knee, right elbow, right knee, come to side angle. Wrap left arm behind the back, float your way, peaceful warrior. Beautiful, roll back, warrior 2. Bring the hands to prayer at heart center. Bend deep into that front knee And we're going to lift into flying warrior. So flexing into that back foot, keeping those hips aligned. We hold 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Left foot meets right foot. Forward fold at the top of the mat and give yourself a wiggle. Working with a block or maybe floating the hand off the mat, we're going to take a look at a half moon pose to the right hand side. So we take that block into the right hand, find a lovely generous bend in the knee to start finding your strength, and you're going to send the left leg behind you. When you found your balance, begin to stack the hips. So we stack left hip on top of the right, pull the right arm all the way to the sky. Tuck that last rib in. Yes. Embrace every wobble. Laugh it off as we hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Left foot meets right foot. Forward fold at the top of your mat. On your inhale, witches, lift the gaze, find length. On your exhale, plant the hands down, step, back to plank, and take a vinyasa. So press off the toes, drop from the top, drop from the knees. We lower all the way down. Inhale, find length in upward facing dog. On your exhale, we're going to bend the knees and come back to tabletop. Taking that half moon movement again, we're going to bring the knees to touch and extend. Right leg behind you, flex into the foot. Gently from here, we pivot, left toes to the left-hand side, begin to stack the hips and pull the right arm all the way to the sky, tucking those ribs in, holding for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Right hand down to the mat, gently pivot on the left knee, and we switch sides. So tuck toes under. We inhale to send left leg behind us, flex into the foot, tuck last rib in, and then pivot right toes to the right hand side. Find your way to that modified half moon, tucking the ribs in, find length through the fingertips. Holding 5, 4, 3, 2. On your 1, keep left leg floating as you pivot on the right knee, tuck right toes under. Meet me in that 3-legged dog alignment. Inhale. God, you're naughty. On your exhale, bend the knee off, split dog, stacking the hips so much as like you come onto those left fingertips. Holding for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Draw knee to the chest. Step between the thumbs. Inhale, find your way to high lunge. Exhale, pivot back foot with the back of the mat. Roll to warrior 2. I can only apologise for this naughty dog. As we inhale, extend front leg. Exhale, triangle pose. From triangle pose, gently bend into that front knee. Come to side angle. Wrap right arm behind you, press off front foot. Roll the body to peaceful warrior. Yes, Coven. Roll body back to warrior 2. We pivot on the back toes, bring the hands to prayer. And from here, we're going to step, float, fall into flying warrior. So lift that back leg up, aligning those hips. Holding for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Right foot meets left foot. Forward fold at the top of your mat. On your inhale, we gaze forwards. On your exhale, take that block into the left hand, and we're going to start to explore this half moon pose to the other side. So first, we begin to extend right leg behind us, and then start to stack the hips. Pulling the right arm to the sky. Holding for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. Right foot meets left foot, forward fold at the top of your mat. Inhale, gaze forwards. Exhale, hands to the earth, step back to plank, excuse me, and take a vinyasa. Drop from the top or drop from the knees, but we lower down. Inhale, find length in upward facing dog. On your exhale, we're going to tuck toes under and meet back straight away into downward facing dog. Oh, loops, what are you doing? Bring the big toes to touch and sweep right leg behind you, flex into the foot. Inhale. Exhale, stack the hips, stacking so much, you start to find that core strength and you pivot onto the right fingertips. Holding for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Draw knee to the chest, step between the thumbs. Pivot back foot with the back of the mat, roll first to warrior 2, and then extend front leg. Make your way to Trikonasana pose. From Trikonasana, bend into that front knee, side angle. Left arm behind the back, peaceful warrior. Roll back. Warrior 2, bring hands to prayer, heart center, stepping straight away into flying warrior. We bend into that front knee, lean forward. Lift the back leg up. From here, right hand finds that block. And we start to stack the hips. Coming in to our half moon pose. If it feels good to you, you can take your gaze to the top fingertips. Holding for 5, 4, 3, 2. On your 1, bend into that front knee, step back with the left leg, hands to the mat, step back with the right, and take a vinyasa. Look at the mess. Drop from the top, drop from the knees, but lower all the way down. Woo. Inhale, find upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, bend into the knees, hips to the sky. What are you doing, naughty Geel? And we bring the big toes to touch. Final flow, left hand side. Sweep left leg behind you, bring the hips into alignment as we inhale. Exhale, bend the knee off, splits dog, stacking so much that you move onto the left fingertips. Inhale. Exhale, draw knee to the chest, step between the thumbs. Gently pivot back foot with the back of the mat. Roll to warrior 2. Ooh. Inhale, extend front leg. Exhale, Trikonasana pose. From Trikonasana, bend into that front knee. Whee, roll into side angle. Wrap right arm behind the back, left arm floats up and overhead, coming in to peaceful warrior. Oh, now you're gone. Roll body back to warrior 2, pivot on the back tippy toes, and we're going to step into flying warrior. So bend lovely and deep into that front knee. And we're going to step all the way forwards. My knee has been playing up a little bit, so I'm just going to really take this half moon gently. So from your flying warrior, left hand starts to find the block. Begin to stack the hips, tuck that tailbone under, and find your way to half moon. Maybe taking your gaze towards the fingertips if it feels good to you. Holding 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Step back with the right foot, step back with the left, hands to the mat, take a vinyasa, press off the toes, lower all the way down. Inhale, find upward facing dog. On your exhale, bend into the knees, tuck the tailbone under, and come to downward facing dog, pedaling out those legs. Nodding the head yes, shaking it no. Before lowering the knees to the mat, wiggle those knees as wide as the mat and start to take some cat-cow movement. Inhale, drop the chest. Exhale to give. Beautiful. From here, cross the ankles behind you, gently move into a comfortable seated position, extending the legs all the way forwards. Just easing up the spine and those hips, we bend right knee to the chest, step right foot over the left thigh, hug with the left arm and twist to the right hand side. Inhale. Exhale to gently bring the body through center. Extend right leg, bend left knee to the chest, step left foot over the right thigh, hug with the right arm, twist to the left hand side. Inhale. Exhale, darlings, come back into the center, extend the legs here, giving those legs a little bit of a massage for all the hard work that they've done. Feeling gratitude to the strength of our body and to the strength of our mind for coming to the mat. Before we cross the ankles and move in to a comfortable seated position, roll shoulders away from the ears, flip the palms to the sky. Taking a beautiful deep breath in through the nose and a slow breath all the way out. Before we close the practice, just take a moment here to remind yourself of the intention, oh she's back, that you set on day one of our Wake the Witch challenge, whatever that intention might have been. Setting it once again here in the mind and then sealing it with your breath. When you're ready to close the practice with me, Coven, you're going to bring hands to prayer at heart center and bow low. As always, with love, with gratitude to the strength of your mind for coming to the mat, to the strength of the Coven who joined you, and from me to you, thanking you for your support and for your love during these 30 days of yoga. How are you feeling? Today's Hocus Pocus pose, Hocus Pocus flow, is just a little reminder that yoga practices don't have to be completely intense. They don't have to be hours and hours long. They don't have to be every day. Sometimes you can get the benefits of a yoga practice in just 20 minutes. Yoga is a spiritual journey. It is not a physical one. So check in with how you're feeling. If you enjoyed this exploration of half moon pose, then over on my membership area, the COVEN, there is a 1 hour flow inspired by today's Hocus Pocus flow, full moon magic, which is being released in a few days on the COVEN. So you can check out more about the memberships in the link in the description box below. One of these days I'm going to nail an ending of these flows. But thanking you so much for joining me and Naughty Luna today on the mat for day 18. And I cannot wait to see you here again tomorrow for another gorgeous flow. Blessed be, witches.